birthday. There's gonna be a party for Dylan's birthday. He turned something on the 23rd. I'm gonna share this video with special friends, music friends, hither and yon. When you have music friends that are hither and yon, I really like it when they know we're going on to play some rock and roll and some other stuff too. It's good enough for me, and it's good enough for you. What? I don't even know what that was all about, but it felt so damn good. I got the sniffles again, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'll tell you what, the cats, sometimes they attack my nose, and I don't like it. The cats attack my nose. I'm sharing this with various individuals. Folks, how's it going out there? I have to hit the restream chat so I can see what folks are saying. Oh, come on now. Don't do that to me, you son of a gun. Don't do that to me, you son of a gun. This again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I did press the button. We are going, man. I'm gonna delete the first one. Delete post. I'm gonna delete that post. I'm gonna delete that post. Hey folks, we're back. Hopefully we're gonna be all right from here on in. Hopefully we're gonna be back in. All right, we're going to do this. I'm going to share. Folks, we're back in action. We're back in action. I'm going to do this. I'm going to share once again. Here we go. Is this the new one? Is this the new one? Yes, live. We're live once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to share it properly now. Post. I'm going to post again. Post failed? What? Oh, you dirty rascal. Okay, fine. Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. All right. All right. You know what? I'm not going to mess with this phone anymore. It's driving me crazy. Technology, ladies and gentlemen, technology is causing trouble here in Gristle Lair. All righty. Back with fresh strain. With a fresh strain. That sounds a little weird, Mark, and I dig it. We're back with a fresh strain. All righty then. What should we play, Dylan? We'll play something. Play the greatest song in the world. Play Luna Girl on acoustic. It could be done. I've got to warm up with something. It's always flustery when the technology does weird stuff. You never can tell when it's going to happen. Sometimes technology just comes like a thief in the night. yes, yes. A ragtime wanker, a ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well, not quite. Ask your wife, I was with her just last night. A ragtime wanker, a ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well, not quite. Ask your wife, I was with her just last night. While you were downstairs trolling folks online, we were upstairs in your own house having a real good time. Ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well, not quite. Ask your wife, I was with her just last night. Well, you wouldn't know Blind Blake from Chef Boyardee. I guess that's why you're you, and I guess that's why I'm me. Ragtime wanker, a ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well, not quite. Ask your wife, I was with her just last night. Yes, ragtime wanker, that little song, ladies and gentlemen, for the kids. For those who don't know the backstory on that one day, Wildwood had posted a video and I was doing some of that Travis Pickett stuff, and some guy said, "Not this ragtime wanker again." So I felt compelled to come up with a song for that individual. A ragtime wanker. What gauge and brand of acoustic strings are you using? Billy King, let me tell you what. I'm actually using a new prototype, or I'm beta testing some D'Addario acoustic strings right now. They're excellent. Other than that, I use the D'Addario regular phosphor browns, and 12 is I forgot what the bottom string is, but the 12 set. Wonderful, just wonderful. I lost my wife to that song. Sorry. Yeah, can you dig it? This is a 00028, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 00028. 00028. And this is a factory installed Fishman Matrix Infinity pickup on board this rascal. And I'm going through a Fishman Aura preamp, the Spectrum Aura preamp. I'm gonna close in on that. Oh no! Oh no! I'm not in the frame, Ryan. I've done strange deeds. Oh, there we go. Son of a bitch. Things are gone. Things have gone from weirder to weirder. That is my Fishman device of doom on the ground there, and it allows me to add in a delicious image of a orchestra model guitar with a certain type of microphone at a certain distance away, and I blend that in with my actual pickup sound. And I put a little compression on there too, because compression, ladies and gentlemen, adds what I like to call talent to your acoustic playing, because sometimes it's hard. Greg, do you prefer any standard acoustics to single cutaway models? You know what, I wouldn't mind a cutaway model where I could reach up more into the higher regions, but I prefer the look. I prefer the look of a conventional acoustic guitar. That's a little Milwaukee, isn't it? Acoustic guitar. I like the acoustic. You know what I'm saying? I like the acoustic. Also going. Come on, guitar, get in tune. There we go. I always forget my own damn tunes in the acoustic, so we'll relearn them on the fly together, shall we? They just completely escape my brain. Dad gad action. There we go. The brain seems like it's kicking in again. It's always a good sign, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Yeah. Let's pitch. It's a bitch, 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 it's a bitch. Folks, what's going on out there? We're having fun doing acoustic today. My mom always used to say, Greg, why don't you ever play that acoustic guitar? And I said, well, here we go. We're playing it now. All right. right, I think I'm going to switch to the electric guitar. Anyway, any questions out there while I got the acoustic out? While I got the acoustic out, I am going through the, this is a Martin 00028 with a factory installed Fishman Matrix Infinity acoustic pickup and preamp on board the guitar. And I'm going into the Spectrum Aura preamp, which has the Aura technology on it, which adds a sweet tone. Basically, it's microphone emulation technology I'm adding along with the sound of the pickup of the guitar to just add a little bit of sweet goodness. I'll give you an example. So if I go down here, you see this little rascal down here? Oh no, that's me and the guitar. This thing right here, if I turn the blend off, so this is without the imaging on it, which sounds good. And then I go up like so, and now we got this. Makes it delicious. Why no bass? Because we have no bass players in the family. That's my son Dylan on the drums. We're living in the same house. If we bring another person in, then we have quarantine issues. Quarantine issues. This orange room is small and we'd be immersed in a COVID stew if we brought in someone from the outside. What snare are you using, Dylan?
A Gretsch.
You can talk into your microphone, I believe. That's right, I do have a microphone. Dylan is hot.
This is a Gretsch renowned snare drum, 14 by, I believe, 14 by, I'm not sure, 14 by something, but yeah, it is a Gretsch renowned snare drum.
Gretsch renowned. Can you dig it at a Gretsch renowned?
With tobacco burst finish.
Tobacco burst, delicious.
Oof.
Someone said, asked hybrid picking or thumb pick. If I could do it all over again, start from scratch, I'd probably play a thumb pick, but I was too far along playing a flat pick by the point where I started to learn some of these things by these great thumb pickers. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to have a pick and then ditch that pick, put a thumb pick on and go back and forth, or relearn all of my other sweet moves of the flat pick with the thumb pick. So I just learned as much as I could with the pick and fingers together. Can you dig it? Greg, can you suggest some good acoustic blues players? Well, Robert Lockwood Jr. I like to listen to. Of course, Robert Johnson. Robert Lockwood Jr. was the stepson, if you will, of Robert Johnson. Johnny Shines is a good one. He actually used to hang out with Robert Johnson. Blind Blake is great for the ragtime stuff, as well as Reverend Gary Davis. Yeah. You know who was a great kind of historian of acoustic blues stylings was Mike Bloomfield. And if you find a record that he did in the early 70s, which was kind of a tutorial called Play These Blues Any Way You Want Them, I think it's called. Play These Blues Any Way. Yeah, I think something like that. If you look up that name, you'll find it. And he does these little vocal things between each selection. He does blues in the style of, and he does an excellent job. Mike Bloomfield, ladies and gentlemen. Furry Lewis is great, all kinds of people. Tampa Red, I used to like to listen to some Sly Rooney stuff. There's a million, and Blind Willie Johnson, great for slide stuff. There's a million of them. Big Bill Brunzi's great to listen to. Do I like Adrian Legg? Absolutely. If I did a blues in that style of the, kind of mix it all together. Johnny Winter was great at amalgamating those styles as well. Can you dig it? Can and will you dig it? Can and will you dig it? All right, I'm going to switch to electric git fiddle at this particular juncture in time, ladies and gentlemen. Again, to reiterate, because people always ask, this is a 0028. A reimagined 0028 for Martin. I probably bought this about 4 years ago, I reckon, right? Something like that. And it had a factory installed Fishman Matrix Infinity pickup on it. I'm going into the Fishman Aura Spectrum preamp with the Aura technology. It adds a little bit of aura, can ya dig it, into a Fishman doggone Loudbox Performer amp. I just got a little SM57 in front of that son of a gun. It sounds good. Damn it! It sounds good to damn it. All right. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this little git fiddle here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I'm tuned to E flat, Dylan. It's so big and juicy. This is my, this is another iteration of my guitar with Reverend. This is called the Reverend Gristlemaster, and it comes stock with Fishman Fluence Gristletone pickups for Telecaster. Sound of it. It fills me with a sense of pride and savagery. Pride and savagery. You get both here in Orange Room. does work as a duo, doesn't it? Again, these are my Fishman Fluence Gristle-tone pickups for Telecaster, which for the first time in a long time are actually in stock. They have been always back-ordered for a long time, and I was told by a little bird that they are in stock. So if you wanted to add some of these Gristle-tone pickups to your very own guitar, you can procure them. You can go through my website, or you can go through wherever your Fishman devices are procured, and set you up. Or you can get the Reverend Gristlemaster with them right on board and just let the good times roll. You know what I'm saying? Let them roll on through the night. Well, as long as we're at it, I'm going to grab my other Reverend instrument that's coming out next year, 2021. And, well, what do we got here? We have my new signature Fishman Fluence Gristle-tone P90 pickups. Whoa. Oh, yes, and they're not afraid to get all juicy and succulent. They're not afraid, ladies and gentlemen, to get greasy and succulent. Greasy and succulent, greasy and succulent. Is everyone prepared for their holiday season? There's going to be a party here at Koch Residence for Christmas. We're going to let the good times roll. So this is the new Gristlemaster 290. This guitar is Gibson scale, shorter. It's got a glued-in neck, set neck. And it's got this cool out-of-phase thing. I love it all. It just sounds so damn good. It sounds good. I felt pretty good. That's the Toast Boogie, right? You never know what's going to happen with the Toast Booger. The Toast Booger. It can sometimes be a little bit of boogie yourself, Dre. It can be a little Magic Sam thrown in there. Could be a little Zepp in there. Could be a little John the Hooker in there. And Maddie says, "Dear God, I just realized I'm wearing the same beanie as the Trade. Time to go to heaven or something." I like that rock music. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. Oh, can you dig it? It's good for the soul. Oh, can you dig it? It is. I don't know. Ooh, sometimes we just can't. Sometimes you just need to play that little bit of the zap. Sometimes you just need a little bit of that zap in order to get rid of any bunions that might be causing you some discomfort. You got some bunions? A little Zeppelin's good for you. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new doggone Fishman Fluence P90s coming out 2021, and they're also going to be available on board this glorious new iteration, which will probably be in stores in March of 2021, and that is this new Reverend Gristlemaster 290 set neck, Gibson scale, ebony fingerboard, P90s, Bigsby, rockin', rollin', dismembering. New Koch Marshall Trio record will be out by March as well as a new book of my transcriptions. New Koch amplifiers will be out 2021. Can you dig it? And also, ladies and gentlemen, just FYI, put it up. It's live on the website right now at gregkoch.com. But I'm reissuing the Radio Free Gristle record from 2003, which has some rockin' jams on it. And originally I did it as a radio show where there was little vocal vignettes in between the tunes. I decided to release it with just the jams on it. So it's Radio Free Gristle, just the jams. And there, I mean, there's all kinds of... That one, Death of a Bass, another that... That's on. There's all... the original Rosebud is on there. Dry Ice, a lot of people like that one. All right, it's kind of my nod to Roy Buchanan. That's on there as well. The Savage bass stylings of Ray Riando is on there as well, and Tom Good as well. Joe Morris on drums, as well as Johnny Calarco on drums. My buddy Steve Andreoni played upright bass on a tune. It's some pretty high energy stuff, I'm going to tell you that right. Also the... That jam's on there as well. Yeah. Can you dig it? Anyways, questions out there. Dylan, thank you so much for rocking with us today. This is the time of day or during our feed that I ask the questions. Will they be doing it without the Bigsby? Not at first. It's got the Bigsby on it. The Bigsbys from Reverend actually work. When you get your guitar, it'll stay in tune, provided that you don't treat it like a... That's a tune from the Radio for Gristle. That's a Savage jam. Mr. Wiggles was deployed. As you can see, the Wiggles works, and plus they sound good. When Bigsby's are dialed in with the guitar, they add tone. There's an extra little spank. John, that's a good question. I don't know how much either one of these products is going to cost. The pickups by themselves, or the amp, or the guitar. I haven't been privy to that information as of yet. Can you dig it? Am I correct in assuming that I shall have to remove the shielding from my Strat if I fit it with Fishman's? Well, Mark, I had to. I had shielding on the bridge pickup area, and that pickup was not sounding right. And I said, after I got it back, and the guy's like, there's something weird with the bridge pickup. It's not as loud as the other pickups. And I was like, what? That doesn't sound right. And then I thought about it, and I remember just in the history of having that Strat, someone put some shielding paint in that thing. So they neutralized that shielding paint, and then that back pickup was back. It was back. The back pickup was back. Mr. Bridge was back in the fold, ready to read from the scrolls, the tablets of Thoth, Hall of Aminti. Whoa! What? That sounds paranormal. Hello from Sherbrooke yourself, Dre. Greetings to you, my friend Peter. Could I play something in the out of phase position? I certainly could, you savage beast. I'll do it clean first so you can hear it. Can you get Fishman loaded pick guards for Strat? You can indeed, Robert. You can indeed. And that's a good way to roll. It's all wired up and ready to rock for you. With the pick guard, all ready to rock, all ready to rule. My favorite Sabbath tune. That's hard to say. I was never a huge Sabbath fan growing up because, quite frankly, it scared me. It scared me. Black Sabbath? Wow. As a growing up in the Church of Rome, I was afraid of the devil, and I thought, is this ensemble really that committed to the dark side? And then later on, of course, I got over it. But it wasn't until later I started getting into the, Of course, my favorite one is now COVID-19. Right? That's a little scary. I'm scared right now again. I scared myself. Master Terror. I don't know. Is that a thing? Will the P90 Gristlemaster be available in UK in March next year too? Do you know? I can't speak to that, Billy. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's going to be over there. Ken's usually pretty on top of that situation, and as are his people. So I'm sure that the usual suspects over there in the UK will have these rascals. Regarding the Bunyan removing Zeppelin song, what are your settings on that? Are there Guns N' Roses possibilities that are in the pastel sky weapon of rock, maybe? You know what? I never learned any songs by Guns N' Roses, believe it or not. Except for Dancing with Mr. Brownstone. I can't remember. I can't remember that one. Tritones are evil. They are indeed, aren't they? Assuming they have two voices like the others, yes. Actually, how they're going to be sold, meaning these P90s, is that they'll be sold in a conventional kind of Gibson set where you have two volumes and two tones, and there'll be a push-pull to get the voicing change. There'll be a push-pull to get the out-of-phase selection, and there'll be a push-pull to add another voice to the middle position. So there's actually like three Actually, 4 voices if you think about it. But on the way this is set up right now, I have a button right here like my other telly. If you can, there's a button right there that allows me to go between. So here's the bridge pickup. The first one, second one. Middle position. Here's a middle position without. That's regular middle position. Here's pop up on the tone control, and I get the out of fade. Do you ship your CDs to Australia? We certainly do. They are certainly, my buddy Chris Webb sends them all over the damn world. So he does all the fulfillment for my website, and he certainly has sent many a thing to Australia. I like to just call it Australia. Australia, who? The Together website's awesome too. I'm going to be back there again. That was cool, right? I dug that. We'll do it again. I got to give them more dates. I think I'm going to do it every other week. I think that's kind of fun. And where can I get them? At my website, Matthew, which is gregkoch.com. And I am doing a pre-sale of the Radio Free Gristle CDs, the reissues. That is simply the music from Radio Free Gristle, sans the little vocal vignettes in between the jams. It's just all the jams, which are rockin'. I'm just going to tell you that right now. There is some rockin' stuff on there. And for the pre-sale, I'm going to be signing them, and I also have some posters left from the original release. So while supplies last, I'm going to include a signed CD and poster. So the CDs are in production right now. We should get them somewhere shortly after the first of the year. I will sign them all up, send them to Chris, and he will send them out to their various locations. So I would say everyone would have their pre-order CDs before the end of January for sure. Can you dig it? Ray asks, where did I get my formal music education? I went to the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, and I majored in music, jazz, guitar, performance with an emphasis on beer. What? Thank you very much, John. I appreciate that. Pedal chain positions, etc. for the Zeppelin thing. I was using the bridge position pickup on here. And I turned the reverb off the amp and just added, I have the Flashback 4 TC Electronics going through the effects loop. So I just have one repeat, like Jimmy Page, kind of rockabilly thing. And then I had the lead channel on with the gain boost. Sounds good. All right, folks, there you have it. That's your Monday installment. I haven't talked with Ryan on whether we're doing Friday or not. When's Christmas? That's Christmas Day, right? I don't think we'll be doing Friday. On the first day of Gristlemas, my little day, so I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas. What is the absolute best guitar I've ever played? I really can't say to a superlative absolute one. I've played many great guitars over the years. They all have had their things. Old Aerosmith. I never really learned much Aerosmith. But I never really did, to be honest. Merry Christmas to one and all. Merry Christmas to one and all. Ho, ho, hee, ho, ho. And we'll see you next week on the Monday after Christmas. On the Monday after Christmas, what kind of gristle was at hand? The kind of gristle that you get in your hands. You try to wash it off, but it's greasy and robust, and you end up licking your hands and saying, ooh, yum. Blah, da, da, shweedle, hang, da, gabloidle, hung, da, shweedle, da, shweedle. I'm sorry, I've lost my mind. Well, what are you going to do? All right, folks, have a good one.